Is India going to adopt Israeli doctrine to contain transgression from its neighbors? India, under Narendra Modi's leadership, appears to have decided not to bow down to pressures from its immediate adversaries anymore. This is evident from the Chief of Defence Staff (CDS) Bipin Rawat's explicit statement. He did not mince words when he said that India would not hesitate to choose military option if talks with expansionist China, that is trying to transgress quite often in the wake of no clear demarcation of international borders. He said this while speaking to a Delhi-based newspaper. This is what CDS said, and I quote, "Transgressions along the LAC occur due to differing perceptions about its alignment. Defense services are tasked to monitor and carry out surveillance and prevent such transgressions during its intrusions. However, India's approach has been to peacefully resolve any such activity and prevent intrusions. Defense services always remain prepared for military actions should all efforts restore to status quo along the LAC not succeed." Unquote. In fact, the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, and all those responsible for national security are reviewing all options with the objective that PLA restore status quo ante in Ladakh.
वीरता ही शांति की पूर्व शर्त होती है। भारत आज जल, थल, नभ और अंतरिक्ष तक अगर अपनी ताकत बढ़ा रहा है तो उसके पीछे का लक्ष्य मानव कल्याण ही है। भारत आज आधुनिक अस्त्र शस्त्र का निर्माण कर रहा है। दुनिया के आधुनिक से आधुनिक तकनीक भारत की सेना के लिए ला रहे हैं, तो उसके पीछे की भावना भी यही है। भारत अगर आधुनिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का निर्माण तेजी से कर रहा है तो उसके पीछे का संदेश भी यही है।
The CDS, who was army chief during the 73-day military standoff in Doklam against the PLA in 2017, also dispelled the notion that there is a lack of coordination among the principal intelligence agencies. He said that India has a vast front line along the northern and western borders, along with the Indian Ocean region, all of which require constant monitoring. According to him, while India is still working towards acquiring round-the-clock capabilities to monitor its areas of interest, there is a regular interaction between all agencies responsible for collection and collation of information. The Apex Multi-Agency Center has been meeting on a daily basis, he pointed out, and constantly keeping everyone informed of the situation on the ground in Ladakh or any other area of interest. Meanwhile, Rajnath Singh met with the NSA and the three service chiefs to discuss the standoff along the line of actual control in Ladakh. This was in the wake of China, which built up its presence along the LAC in Ladakh, while India deploying heavily to match its northern neighbor. That a blood skirmish between the two sides indeed resulted in the death of 20 Indian soldiers and an unknown number of Chinese casualties on June 15th is known to the entire world. Though Beijing has repeatedly spoken of peace and tranquility, yet it continued to maintain its presence in the region. And New India, under the stalwartship of Modi, is apparently following the doctrine of Israel. That's not to tolerate any more aggressions. If provoked, teach them a lesson or two kind doctrine of Israel to keep its neighbors at bay. That's the reason why Unperturbed India is going ahead with infrastructure development programs in border areas and holding regular meetings to prioritize and resource these projects. These projects have also been given the desired impetus over the past 3 to 4 years. It is widely believed that the immediate reason for the Chinese transgressions was the construction of the DSDBO road. India's Apex China Study Group, which comprises the government's senior-most ministers and officials, have been meeting regularly to review the situation in Ladakh sector along with the military posture adopted by the PLA. The security agencies are constantly updating information collected through human and technical intelligence about the Chinese army all along the 3,488 km LAC. That apart, the Indian Army is not only aware of the Chinese military capability in the occupied Aksai Chin area, but also in the so-called depth areas through tech intelligence and satellite imagery. Hence, the Indian Air Force has taken note of the Chinese posturing by moving J-20 stealth fighters into the Hotan Air Base and then moving them away to a different location.
नरेंद्र मोदी जैसा प्रधानमंत्री हमको मिला है, फैसला लेने, दृढ़ इच्छा शक्ति का प्रधानमंत्री। हमारे स्वाभिमान पर कोई चोट नहीं पहुंचा सकता। राष्ट्रीय स्वाभिमान ये हमारी पूंजी है।
भारत दुनिया का इकलौता देश है जिसने सारे विश्व को शांति का संदेश दिया है। भारत दुनिया का इकलौता देश है जिसने कि दुनिया के किसी देश पर न तो कभी आक्रमण किया है और न दुनिया के किसी देश की 1 इंच जमीन पर कभी कब्जा किया है। भारत दुनिया का यह इकलौता देश है जिसने भारत की सीमा में रहने वाले लोगों को ही अपने परिवार का सदस्य नहीं माना है, बल्कि पूरे विश्व की धरा पर रहने वाले लोगों को अपने परिवार का सदस्य मानते हुए वसुधैव कुटुंबकम का संदेश सारे विश्व को किसी एक देश ने दिया है तो हमारे और आपके देश भारत ने दिया। हम अशांति नहीं चाहते, हम शांति चाहते। हमारा चरित्र रहा है कि हमने दुनिया के किसी भी देश के स्वाभिमान पर चोट पहुंचाने की कभी कोशिश नहीं की। लेकिन यह भी मैं कह देना चाहता हूं 2 टूक शब्दों में, यदि कोई दुनिया की ताकत हमारे स्वाभिमान पर चोट पहुंचाने की कोशिश करेगी तो उसे किसी भी सूरत में हम बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे, उसका हम मुंहतोड़ जवाब देने के लिए भी तैयार रहेंगे।
Thus far, the tensions between the two Asian giants is yet to be blown over, and the dragon, under President Xi Jinping, continues to pursue his expansionist policies. The rest of the world may teach the rogue nation an everlasting lesson sooner than later. Already Quad Group is formed and is working in close coordination to prevent China from any misadventure, besides when the US chose to station its nuclear warships in South China Sea. Well, Commander Rhian Momsen, a spokeswoman for the US Navy's 7th Fleet, might have told ANI in an exclusive interview that operating 3 career strike groups in the Pacific is not in response to any political or world events. Yet, it is proof of the high state of readiness of the United States Navy. In the same breath, she also admitted that US Navy forces are present and active around the Pacific on a daily basis in support of allies and partners and a free and open to Indo-Pacific. That sums up everything, and it would be better for China to refrain from any misadventure which may lead to a possible Third World War, and hence its onus is more on crazy leadership. This is MS Purti for Orange News 9 TV.
For unbiased, accurate and in-depth news analysis, watch Orange News 9 TV on YouTube. Subscribe. Press bell icon, like, comment and share. Edited and promoted by seasoned journalist M.S. Shankar.